Well, good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is the middle of the week and the second day of October. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. Thanks so much for joining me here this morning on today's edition of Good Morning Vail. We've got the Vail Symposium here in-house to talk all things that are happening this month. Lots of thought-provoking conversation and change leadership happening, and it's very exciting stuff to be a part of. Plus, Bravo Vail, we'll be talking with them, and then the latest and greatest updates at the Snow Sports Museum and all about space. We've got all of that happening, so let's get started.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Well, it was certainly a brisk but gorgeous morning to start out today on this gorgeous Wednesday. But let's take a look at the weather beyond today and beyond. So let's take a look. We've got a high of 74 degrees, 46 this morning at 8 a.m. Sunshine all day. Winds will be coming in from the west by southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, as we move into that hourly forecast, we are looking at 46 at 8 a.m., 67 at noon. So we're still feeling those early pre-fall is what I like to call it, pre-fall temperatures. 4 p.m. 73 degrees, sunshine all day. 8 p.m. we've got 60 degrees and clear skies. So just a stunning day to get outside, enjoy the beautiful nature that we are surrounded by. Looking at that I-70 corridor, Eagle, they're feeling those summer temps. It is going to be a high of 81, Avon 77 degrees, so it gets a little bit cooler as you move your way towards Denver, and then Vail 74 degrees for the high, and Denver will be 89. So they are still feeling the heat down valley. So let's take a look at the rest of tonight's forecast. 42 degrees for the low, mostly clear. The sunset will be setting at 6:47 p.m. and the winds changing direction on us, coming from the south by southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking at that 5-day forecast because we want to know. We're still playing outside, still enjoying this gorgeous weather. No rain in the forecast, it looks like, over the next 5 days. Thursday, a high of 73, low 42. Sunshine all day long, just about the same on Friday with a little bit warmer at 74 for the high, 46 for the low. And then Saturday drops to 71 for the high, 41 for the low. Sunday back up to 73 and 41, and just about the same on Monday with a little bit of cloud coverage happening. So lots of exciting things as far as weather is concerned. It's a great time to be out and about, but I cannot wait to chat with our next guest. We've got the executive director of the Vail Symposium here in studio, but let's take a quick break first.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long. Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, not only are we known for our incredible nature and outdoor activities, but we're also known for so much more. I've got the executive director, James Kenley, of our Vail Symposium here today to talk about all things that are happening in the month of October and beyond. James, how are you?
I'm doing well. Under-caffeinated, but doing really well. How are you?
I think we were talking about that in the commercial break, that there was a lot of energy happening. And we are excited because there's a lot of energy coming to the Valley this month with Vail Symposium. So where do you want to start? So many incredible events happening.
There is, yeah. It was a busy summer, and we still have 5 programs to go. So I know summer feels like it's winding down, but our summer season doesn't stop until October 30th.
Well, I'd say based on the weather temperatures for today and the next 5, summer's not over yet.
No, guys, these afternoons have been gorgeous.
It has been.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I should mention this Saturday.
Okay.
We're 1 month from the election, and we have David Gregory, who is a former chief White House correspondent for NBC, second host of Meet the Press. And he's talking about the presidential election and media responsibility.
Wow.
So for folks who watched the debate last night or the other debate or who are following the news at all, hopefully this is an interesting topic for folks.
I'm sure it will be. Definitely a heated one.
On a lighter note, on October 9th and 10th, we've got a husband and wife team. And on the 9th, Dr. Denise Warden is talking about the brain-gut-immune connection.
Okay.
And this is an interactive program. We're going to learn about our own biomes and our own neurobiology. And then on the 10th, Barry Goldstein, who's a Grammy Award winner, is doing biohacking the brain with music, sound, and vibration.
Well, I find that so interesting because that's such a trending topic right now is biohacking, with the release of red light therapy and sauna and heat and the brain-gut connection.
So his is binaural beats. So it's using frequencies to change your brain chemistry, to change your mood, to, we were just talking about being under-caffeinated. Some of us rely on caffeine every morning, and Barry relies on frequency. It's a really cool thing.
That is really cool. Earlier this year, I had the opportunity to be treated by Dr. Palick with sound wave vibrations and things like that for my knee injury. And so I imagine this is just going to be a really interesting extension of that topic.
Yeah, we're going to go down the rabbit hole. Yeah. And it's going to be interactive and lots of music being played so we can experience what this is really like.
I think it's good for everybody to kind of get out of their heads and into their bodies.
Yeah.
That's great. And so that is on October 10th?
October 9th and 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, back-to-back nights. So brain, gut, immune on the 9th, and then biohacking the brain with music on the 10th.
So the health-focused conversations
are
stacked on the 9th and the 10th.
They are.
That's wonderful. And then we've got the political conversation happening
That's this Saturday. Yep.
Okay.
And then the other 2 that are on the docket are both special programs. One that the community will be very familiar with, and one maybe not.
Okay.
So on October 18th, Vail Symposium is partnered with Students Shoulder to Shoulder for their Ethical Leadership Forum. And this is a different format. So from 11 a.m. to 1:30, we're doing a program that'll feature Dr. Karambu Ringera, who's from Kenya.
Okay.
She's the founder of the International Peace Initiatives. Remarkable woman, incredible story. And then she'll do a talk. And then we'll hear from Richard Lackey, who's the founding CEO of the World Food Bank.
Wow.
And so he's dealing with the food industry, supply chain, soil health, disaster relief, and playing into the local economics around food shortages around the world. Fascinating guy, fascinating work. So there's a little bit of kind of one way we're going to learn some things. And then we've got an interactive lunch.
Okay.
So Jeffersonian style for fans of the symposium. You've seen Clay Jenkinson with us as Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson was famous for these small dinners with one conversation happening throughout the whole meal. And this is what we'll do in small groups to digest the talk we've just had. And then we'll come back as a group for a Q&A, an interactive Q&A with Dr. Ringera and Richard Lackey. So that's October 18th. Lunch is included in the ticket. I think really fun opportunity to learn a little bit and really engage with fellow community members. And then on October 30th, we'll wrap our summer season with State of the Valley. So this is our annual opportunity to hear from the various sector leaders and really get a sense of the year that's just happened and take a look forward at the year to come.
Well, that's great. So I want to go back to this World Bank luncheon. So how did you partner with students shoulder to shoulder, and how did you get involved in making this wonderful event happen?
Yeah, this is our small town at its finest. So the gentleman who founded that organization is Bob Bandoni. Bob and I coach soccer together.
I love the connection.
And I'm a Bates College grad, and his whole family, his wife and daughters, are all Batesies. But Bob and I are kindred spirits, and I just love spending time with him. And we've always kind of hoped for some opportunity to partner together. And we both presented to the town of Vail, the Commission on Special Events, and they said, hey, you guys ought to do something together. And we thought, that's all the encouragement we need. We're in. We're doing this. This is going to be great.
Got the official stamp of approval.
So the Ethical Leadership Forum has happened for years, really focused on the Students Shoulder to Shoulder Network. And our partnership opens this keynote talk up to the community. So we're the kind of path for the public to come in and experience these unbelievable intellects and have an opportunity to interact with some of the students that have traveled abroad, with some of the NGO leaders from around the world, business leaders from around our region and also from around the country.
Well, I think it's going to definitely be a great conversation about what's happening all over the world, but specifically, we've had a lot of disaster relief happening here domestically as well. So I'm sure that's going to be a really sensitive and meaningful conversation outside of just the norm. Absolutely.
Yeah, right on. Thank you.
So State of the Valley. That's the end of the month. Do you have any highlights, anything you want to talk about, any teasers you can tell us about that event?
Well, this program, we partner with the Vail Valley Partnership with Chris Romer and his awesome team over there. So we'll hear from the schools, we'll hear at the county level, we'll hear from Vail Resorts. This year we'll hear from hospitality as a part of this conversation. We're so in our world at the symposium. We were talking, I'm so excited to hear about Space Gal later in the program. We did a space program on your birthday, July 8th, with a guy who walked on the moon named Charlie Duke. We've had a really fun year. We've loved partnering. We've partnered with Bravo, who I know you're speaking with later, and so many other organizations in the community. This feels like it's been a re-energized year for not just us at the symposium, but for the Vail Valley, for the Eagle River Valley. It feels like life has been back in some ways, and we're just coming off of a lot of headlines related to our schools, threats to our schools, and so it's not all bright eyes and bushy tails necessarily, but for us. In our family, in our little world at the symposium, we feel so grateful to be here and to be able to contribute to this community. And so I'm excited for this program to celebrate the successes all around and try to focus our collective energy on some of the things that we need to work on in 2025.
Absolutely. Now, without providing bias, do you have an event that you're particularly excited about that's coming up this month? They're always so incredible. I'm a big fan of biohacking.
I was going to say, I think that's...
Also the World Food Bank. How can you pick?
Yeah, so we get to be the Valley Geeks, right? Bravo's does classical orchestral music. We have the dance festival. We've got all these incredible cultural threads, and we get to be the geeks. So we're equal opportunity geeks. We love all of them. I'll do a plug for that one. I think Barry Goldstein, having a Grammy winner come into the Valley, an interactive session to biohack your brain. What a cool thing to do.
So unique. It's so
I
unique
love
to
it.
the Valley. It really is, and that sounds like such a fun event. So I definitely encourage people to get out. Do you have to buy tickets ahead of time? Tell me how they
I
can
appreciate
make sure that they show up.
Yeah, vailsymposium.org is your spot for all things Vail Symposium. Our winter calendar is coming shortly, not quite ready yet. But yeah, tickets are available online and also at the door. So feel free to just show up. That's no problem for us. And everyone is welcome.
Wonderful. Well, James, always great to chat with you.
It's so good to
Exciting
see you.
stuff
I know,
happening.
I know.
You know, it may be the last summer month, quote unquote, but you've got a lot jam packed in it.
And
so.
winter is coming. We've got another 15, 20 programs coming this winter.
Winter is coming. Now, James, thanks for joining us today on
Thank
the
you
couch.
so much.
And I'm excited for you and your busy month ahead.
Well, we love being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, stay tuned. We've got a lot happening on the rest of our show. As we mentioned, Bravo Vail is joining us. We're taking a look at the Snow Sports Museum and beyond. We'll be right back after this break.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
Good morning, Vail.
Now, it is a gorgeous time of year to be outside and out and about and exploring our nature. But if you also want to explore all of the rich history our valley has to offer, we have the Colorado Snow Sports Museum. Let's take a look at what they have and all of the displays that they can enrich our valley with.
Welcome back to this Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. Now I have the amazing, I almost said the man, the myth, the legend. That's like the woman. Yeah, exactly. I have the awesome human being I love. And she is also, I would say, a regular here on Good Morning Vail, as well as we adore her. She is our spirit animal, Ashley. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How could I not be?
Do you
when
like that?
You build me up like that.
And I will say the Ski and Snowboarding Museum. I just like, Ashley, you are such a vibe. We love you here, obviously, in Good Morning Vail. And you bring so much information to our town and to our TV show, so we get very excited to see you.
Yeah.
Ashley Carter, everyone.
Hello. Good morning.
So Ashley, I know this summer has been busy, busy, busy. Now we're in the fall and going into winter. And so we were just speaking a little bit off camera saying that, you know, fall's a little slow. It gets a little like, there's a lull. We have our mud season. I learned that the hard way. In my first year, I'm like, where did everyone go? What's happening? But the cool thing is, you were saying to me, this Ski and Snowboarding Museum stays open throughout, which
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
We may close for a few days next month, but
Totally.
all of our information will be on the website. We stay open. We're a free museum.
I love that.
So when people come in town, it's and especially right now, like we're amping up for ski season, right?
Yes.
So we'll go learn the history, see the
energy.
stuff, and our gift shop's open. Lovely things in there as well.
I
so.
love that. And I love that you said that too, because it's such a cool vibe in there. We
Mm-hmm.
talk about this all the time, but it's truth. And especially getting into the winter season,
Yes.
we're all getting, I shouldn't say this. I already waxed my skis. I know people think I'm crazy, but I'm ready.
I'm sure you're not the first.
Thank you. I'm ready. I'm here for it. I'm like, bring on the snow. And so I know
Mm-hmm.
going into the museum is one way to really get ski stoked, snowboard stoked, to just get excited about the mountain. And,
Absolutely. That's what we're here for. We've got all the history of it, the exciting stuff. The current day, I mean, we just inducted our new Hall of Fame class for this
Yes.
year, which included Lindsey Vonn.
So cool.
We've got some good athletes and sport builders. Like Ross Anderson was once the fastest man on skis at 154 miles an hour.
154.
Yeah. The
That's
record has been
insane.
broken. That's what's crazy. But he has skied 154 miles an hour downhill on skis.
Oh my
So-
goodness, that is insane. And these are all things that you can go and check
Yeah,
out at
absolutely.
the museum. And that's so good to know too, because like I said, during these
Mm-hmm.
kind of like off season, that's a fun thing to maybe plan for a date, for friends coming into
Yes.
town. I mean, no offense, I need to go back there because it's like
Yeah.
always forever changing and growing and
Absolutely.
evolving. And that is so cool. So tell me about the Lindsey Vonn induction. And I know
Yeah.
Chris Anthony was the one that kind of
He was our MC,
Yeah,
who is a Hall of Fame member himself.
So cool.
Yes, we've got over 250 members in our Hall
Oh,
of Fame.
wow.
And
Okay.
a bunch of them are still around in this area. So yeah, it was an induction for all of our inductees. Lindsey Vonn got inducted this year. She did show up.
So cool.
And
I
she
saw
was there.
that.
She had a wonderful speech. I got to meet her. I got to talk to her about
Powerhouse human right there.
Powerhouse human. It's
Yeah.
her record. You can look at her record, and if you actually look at her experience of injuries
Yeah.
she's had and what she's come back from, it's even more
Wild.
amazing. She
Yeah.
truly is an amazing athlete.
That's something that's so interesting. I'm glad you kind of said
Mm-hmm.
that because I think so often we just hear these kind of glorified with all the wins, all of that, but you don't always hear. And I know that you've been through some hurt
have,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, and so that must be like very powerful, especially for someone that's been hurt and overcome to see someone else doing that.
That's what we talked about. I had to tell her. I was like,
Yeah.
I know you don't have a lot of time, but what I needed to let you know is I respect her more because of that.
Right.
She's had instances where I think she's taped her ski pole to her glove to her hand a couple times to do some
Wow.
races. So
See, that's
she's
like the
a
gritty stuff that
she's-
you want to hear about.
Yeah, and people don't think about the mental side of that either,
Right.
to come back from something like that. So not only was she an amazing skier, she was
Yeah.
an amazing skier through so many things. And she gives back to all her foundations and all her work with kids.
So cool.
We brought out kids on the stage to represent a lot of her awards. So they came out holding balloons of different colors.
That's
of
emotional.
all of her. Yeah, it was kind of a surprise to her too. She didn't know
Yeah.
until the day
Oh,
of.
I like
so
that. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, it's so wild. Do you ever, because I know we were talking a little bit before pre-couch interview, just about mental health and choosing jobs that you really love. And I know that this job loves you. You love this job. It's a win-win.
Yes.
But do you ever have those moments sitting there at the museum and think, oh my gosh, this is the town that we live in. These are the people that live here. Does that ever, because I know sometimes just walking through different parts of town, I get kind of like, oh,
yeah,
wow,
it's it's easy living here to kind of just like you get used to it.
Right.
But when you stop for a second, go to the museum. I'm
Yeah,
there all the
exactly,
time.
yes.
I haven't even looked at all of our Hall of Famers because there's so many
Yeah.
in there. It's really inspiring
Yeah.
just to know. There's a huge correlation, I think, with physical activity and mental health.
100%.
And look at our playground that we have here,
Yeah.
and the support. And especially like we've even done stuff with Speak Up, Reach Out at the museum because of like Mountains in My Mind, the videos, all of those things.
Really,
We
really
definitely
powerful.
promote mental health in this industry because it can be a tough part.
Yes.
For sure.
And I love that you said that too, because I just like during this lull where there is that downtime, so many of us are doing all the things in the summer and then the fall and the weather, you're kind of in that weird moment. And the mental health piece, like you said, getting ready to ski, getting ready to be your best self again. What do you do on that time off? And that's,
Yeah, you got to look around, look
Right.
at everything going, and then go be inspired by all those people and really their stories. The cool thing about our Hall of Fame exhibit is it's a giant computer. It has everyone in our Hall of Fame you can look up.
That's really cool.
And anyone that was inducted past 1996 has a video. So you can actually
Oh.
watch their videos, see the things, all of
Okay.
that. Like really inspiring. Like Hillary Nelson was in the class before this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Talk about someone to be inspired by.
Let me ask you this, and I think I might have asked you before, so sorry, but it's such a good, do people come in that want to use this information for maybe a thesis paper or for students?
Yeah,
and whatnot?
we actually do get quite a few. I haven't had any, maybe a handful of college students, but we definitely get middle school and high school, especially with Colorado specific history.
Yeah.
They'll come in for the Hall of Fame, but they really come in for the 10th Mountain exhibit as well.
So cool.
We have the largest permanent display of 10th Mountain stuff around. So
neat.
Yep.
That is so, you must be, this is cool. I know every time, it's like I'm talking to you for the first time. We've spoken so many times. We know each other well as friends as well. And I'm just like, this is wild to me because it's such a powerful museum and it's right there. I mean, can you tell everyone where it's located too?
Yeah, so I mean, the easiest way to explain is we're directly below the Welcome Center, the Vail Village Welcome Center. We're within the Transportation Center on level P3, next to La Cantina, right at the top of the stairs.
Yes, I always try to explain to people and I'm like, you know, the garage area. And they're like, excuse me. And I'm like, now I know how to say it better.
The Welcome
P3.
Center.
Yes.
We're directly below the Welcome Center.
P3. I love that.
And yeah, it's a free admission. Right now we're
So
open
cool.
10 to 6 every day. But like I said, just check our website for any changes or anything to that.
Cool.
But the price is good.
The price is good. And the people in there are amazing. And it's such a good vibe. And you learn a lot. Now, Ashley, you were saying, come winter, we're going to have I put myself in this.
You're part of the community.
Thank you.
We are community space.
Thank you. You guys are going to have yoga again. I know that was a huge hit.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about
Yeah, I don't know what day of the week we'll do it yet. We will announce that. Our website, and then also, honestly, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook.
Really good
we're on
about
all
that.
of those things.
Yes.
We will do yoga once a week for sure. We usually do it in the mornings before we open.
Love
and
that.
talk about mental health, a way to get your body moving, to ground yourself. And it ties into skiing. Go do some yoga and then go skiing. You're going to ski better.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was like, ooh, this sounds perfect.
It is.
That's great. And then also you have the walking tours that will be coming back.
They'll be coming back. Today was our last one for this season.
But that's amazing. You guys went this long.
We
like,
did,
that's insane,
yep. We'll pick them back up again either sometime in November or December.
Okay.
They will be Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
$10 a person. Kids are free.
So cool.
And it's usually about an hour and 15 minutes, depend on who's giving the tour, how many questions are had, and what you want to hear about. We could give a 3-hour tour. There's so much. So
I know, just knowing you, I'm like, dang, I want to learn like everything. I feel like I think I know a lot, but there's a lot more to learn.
There's some fun history.
Yes,
my friends get a little tidbits when they walk around. I'm like, oh, well, you know this, and they're like, what? And I'm like, it's fun stuff.
Okay, let me put you on the spot here.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
no.
I know you're really good at this. Is there anything right now that I know you learn so much and you're always evolving and learning too to teach others in the museum? Is there anything that you would want to share that maybe we don't know that is kind of, sorry, girl.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's something I've known for a while, but as the covered bridge is famous, right?
Yes,
Everyone
yes,
knows the covered bridge. It's especially famous because originally they kind of wanted to divert the creek and have it run differently and not have that bridge. So for the access, I know.
I did not know that.
And so if you've ever looked on the bridge, it's to the Dobsons, you know, that Dobson Arena.
Yeah.
They were like, no, we got to keep this. And they wanted to pay homage to like the East Coast, you know, like covered bridges. So there you go.
Ashley Carter coming in with the win. I'm like, that is brilliant. Thank you, Ashley. And you said the easiest way to just keep up with everything with the ski, snowboard museum, the sports museum, just to go online. That's the best.
So
Instagram,
snowsportsmuseum.org is our website. That does also have the info for social media as well. We're Colorado Snow Sports Museum on Instagram. I think we have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
You have it all.
YouTube, you can watch all the Hall of Fame induction. You could watch everything there.
Great. Okay.
And then if you can't make it in the museum, you can also click on their links for Hall of Fame videos and things like that as well.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Ashley. We love having you here. Good morning, Vail. You are our spirit animal. So go check out the museum. Say hi to Ashley as well. We won't say the days you're working, you know, but she's there all the time. If not, her spirit's there as well. And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In Depth with Graham Bensinger.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm so excited about our next guest. We've got Emily Calandrelli, who is known as Emily the Space Gal, joining us today to talk all things space, about exciting things and STEAM learning for children. Emily, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, you have got to be so incredibly busy. You've got TED Talks, you've got an Emmy-nominated science TV series, children's books, and plus planning on going to space. Tell us all about what is happening. We've got the Arm & Hammer Baking Soda Rocket Day. So what exactly is this?
Right. So as an MIT aerospace engineer, as someone who is flying to space soon, and as someone who is the host of the Netflix show Emily's Wonder Lab, where we do all these hands-on science experiments, it is my joy to partner with Arm & Hammer Baking Soda on Baking Soda Rocket Day on October 10th. And on this day, we are going to be working with 250 schools across the country and launch the most baking soda rockets in a single day. And the reason I love this so much is that I've seen firsthand how these hands-on STEAM experiments can really ignite that curiosity in a kid, where they see themselves in science, where they say, oh, I want to grow up to become a scientist. And a day like this brings those science experiments to people who may have never really done them before. So Baking Soda Rocket Day, mark your calendars, October 10th. It's going to be a really epic day.
I think I just walked down memory lane in the brief clips that we showed of all of these fun baking soda experiences, because I did them as a kid. So let's talk about the STEAM field and why is it so important to foster it for the future?
Yeah, well, our world, as people know, is only getting more scientifically and technologically advanced, right? And with that comes new problems and new challenges that we are going to need the next generation to solve. And because these problems are so complex, we are going to need diverse and creative minds from everywhere to be in the room, at the table, in the lab, behind the computer to help us solve them. The challenge with that is that skill and talent are everywhere, but opportunity is not. And if we can't get those opportunities in the hands of kids everywhere, then we're missing out on all these diverse creative minds. And that's the beauty of Arm & Hammer's Baking Soda Rocket Day, is that we are bringing the science to 250 Title I schools, getting science in the hands of kids who may have never seen themselves in these fields before. So it's going to be a really, really important day. And one of the things that I'm most excited about is that we are instructing the kids to write their dream inside the rocket, so that when we launch the rockets, we are literally launching their dreams sky high. Because Arm & Hammer believes, and I believe, that their dreams can be brighter than the stars, and that the sky is not the limit. I'm going to space soon. The sky is not the limit, and I hope these kids see themselves in this field too.
I love that. So encouraging, career growth and stimulating the mind, but also just encouraging them to stay holding on to their dreams and not letting go. I know you were probably such an inspiration to all of these children. So is there anything else that you would like to add, and where can we find out more about making our own version?
The most important thing is that we need everybody to get involved. It's not just these 250 schools. We need every family, every homeschool family, every school to get involved. And you can learn more on how to do that at bakingsodarocket.com. And bonus, if you do, when you get involved, you enter for a chance to win a trip for your child to go to space camp, which is a pretty cool incentive to join. So go to bakingsodarocket.com to learn more.
I think you definitely encourage kids and let them know that space is not unattainable. So space camp sounds wonderful. Registering sounds great as well. And best of luck to you as you prepare to go to space also. Thanks so much, Emily.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now stay tuned. We've got a lot more happening on the show. Bravo Vail is here in studio. We'll be right back after this short break.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. And if you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunities for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, it is the start of October, and you know what that means. There are all kinds of sweet treats on the shelves, getting ready for that fun trick-or-treating Halloween excitement. Let's take a look at the trending Halloween candy this year.
And she's joining us now. Carly, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy Halloween season.
So, Carly, we're curious, what are the most popular Halloween treats for 2024?
We asked Americans for their favorite Halloween treats for 2024, and we have the answers. Coming in at number 1, probably no surprise, is chocolate. It's a favorite throughout the year, and if you're looking for a little Halloween twist on it, Americans' favorite Halloween treat shapes are bats, pumpkins, and ghosts, so those are all a great fit. Next up, we have chewy candy and gummy candy, and a lot of Americans are looking for something a little spooky for the season. 2/3 of Americans say that they want something with a creepy or a scary theme, and there are so many options for that within chewy and gummy candy. Then, of course, you cannot talk about the Halloween season without talking about the admittedly controversial candy corn. No matter how you feel about it, you cannot deny that candy corn is an iconic part of the Halloween season.
Great job there. So we have to ask, what is the right way to eat candy corn?
The only way to make a controversial treat even more controversial is to ask people, what is the right way to eat candy corn? And Americans are pretty split on this. 28% of Americans start with that narrow white end and eat it layer by layer. 15% of Americans start with that larger yellow end and eat it layer by layer in the other direction. But, you know, more than half of Americans, 57% of them, eat that entire thing at once. They just go for it.
Beautiful job. How much excitement are you seeing throughout the country for Halloween?
There is so much enthusiasm for the Halloween season. You may have seen as early as July in retailers candy and decor and costumes because people are that enthusiastic about it, and they understand that the Halloween season is about so much more than just October 31st. It is an entire season to celebrate, whether you are decorating your home or making your costume or just enjoying some treats with friends and family. It's an entire season to celebrate. But don't worry, if your favorite thing to do for the Halloween season is go trick-or-treating on October 31st, there are plenty of treats to go around. 97% of Americans who will welcome trick-or-treaters say that they will be handing out chocolate and candy this year.
And how can chocolate and candy enhance the Halloween season and other special moments throughout the year?
Chocolate and candy have this really unique ability to lighten moods and brighten spirits and add that little bit of sweetness, whether it's a holiday, a special occasion, or just a treat yourself moment on an ordinary day. But at the same time, people do understand that chocolate and candy are treats, and in the United States, people enjoy chocolate and candy about 2 to 3 times per week, which averages just 40 calories and 1 teaspoon of added sugar, and that includes special, what we like to call candy moments, like the Halloween season.
And where can we go for more information?
We've got all the tricks you need for treating at alwaysatreat.com/Halloween, and we encourage people to join the conversation by using the hashtag HalloweenTreats on social media.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, welcome back to our show. I'm so excited because joining me today is the Senior Director of Education and Engagement, Eileen Pagan-Rower of Bravo Vail, who is a very huge staple in our community. So, Eileen, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great to have you here. Now, excited. Bravo Vail is such an incredible experience and organization here within the Valley. So it's Music Education Month in the month of October. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, thanks, Kimberly. So glad to be here. Music Education Month is a highlight of our year. This is where we get a chance to show the community all the different wonderful connections between music and other things that are already happening in their lives.
I love it. Now, we were talking off camera and you had said, music is in everything and all around us at all times. So
absolutely.
It's bringing awareness to it this month. There are partnerships involved and events happening. So can you tell me more?
Sure. We love to partner with our organizations here in the Valley and have found so many wonderful connections with Alpine Arts, Walking Mountain Science Center, Bookworm of Edwards, the library, and we even go out to, we're going to go out to the Colorado Mountain College and do a concert there, Golden Eagle Senior Center, and even the public schools.
It's great. And, it shows that there's just so much more to be offered outside of just the normal concerts that happen. So it's
absolutely
great.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the wonderful things that we're going to be doing are a few community concerts, including Golden Eagle Senior Center and Colorado Mountain College. But then we go into the Arts Center and show you there's a relationship between music and art. At the Bookworm of Edwards, we're going to be talking about a wonderful book called I Heard There Was a Secret Chord. And that book connects music and neuroscience and what's going on in the brain and medicine. We're going to go to Spooky Story Hour at Bookworm and show this wonderful book regarding skeletons and playing music related to Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, wow, that's great. Now, when you said I heard there was a secret chord, I immediately flashed on the song Hallelujah. And that's a very famous line out of that song, so that's going to be very exciting.
Absolutely, yes. The book dives into how music can help us heal inside and touch lots of different parts of our body and our brain. And so we're super excited to show this wonderful book. Daniel Levitin is the author.
Okay.
So.
Well, I've definitely heard of him as an author as well. So let's talk a little bit more. What is happening? I heard there was a secret chord. We've music as medicine. Now, tell me a bit about education and community engagement. How are you? It sounds like you're doing all of these partnerships, but how are you educating further and pulling music into people's lives?
Well, we really believe that music is already part of our lives, and some of us just don't even know it. Especially with these relationships that we have. Some of us maybe grew up playing a musical instrument and haven't touched it since we were children. So we have this amazing event for adults at the Vail Public Library. If you've ever had music in your lives, maybe you have an instrument that you haven't touched in a while, come meet us at the Vail Public Library at the end of October, and we'll help you fix your instrument up, we'll help you get it tuned up, we'll help you connect you with other adults that want to play music at whatever level you're at.
I love that. I grew up playing piano as well as the flute, and
amazing.
I would love to reconnect with playing the flute. Piano, I still dabble a little bit, but.
Well, come visit us at the library at the end of October.
That's great.
It's exactly who it's for. It's to connect us and just have another social outlet related to music.
And it's just because we've, maybe fallen away from it doesn't mean that we can't continue and resume it throughout the rest of our lives.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, music can provide a respite, can provide us with another avenue of just looking at the world differently. It can provide peace. It can provide just a little bit of an escape, much like reading a book or painting a painting can do that. Music has just all these amazing properties that touch all different parts of your brain, and we don't even know it until we actually start engaging in it.
It's true. When I'm working or when I'm trying to focus, I listen to different genres to help me really channel what I'm trying to accomplish. And so
absolutely,
it's great.
Yeah.
One of my dreams jobs was to always put a soundtrack together. And as I'm rolling through life every day, I'm thinking of different music. And so I love what you're doing.
Yeah. There's if we really think about it, almost every major milestone in our lives includes some sort of music. If you think about it. when you get married, when somebody dies, when you celebrate your birthday, when there's a party. There's music all around us. And what a powerful and joyful thing it provides to our lives.
Absolutely. So Music Education Month, Bravo Vail, what is the greater purpose of bringing awareness to this month?
Yes, so bringing awareness to this month, showing you that music doesn't have to be something foreign to us. It's already a part of our lives, and by showing you that it's already a part of our lives, then we want to be able to connect you to this amazing festival that's happening in the summer, that's right here in your backyard, and it's available to everybody. We have performances at Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater, as well as throughout the entire community from Gypsum to Vail. And half of what we do is free to the public and to the community.
That's great. So talking about events that are happening this month, you've already mentioned a few. Are there others that are coming up as well? We've talked about Bookworm of Edwards, Walking Mountain Science Center.
Yeah, if I could go a little deeper into that, into some of those events. Walking Mountain Science Center, we've joined them for their Fright at the Museum event happening on October 26th. And at that event, we're bringing some of our Teen Chamber Ensemble students who are going to play medieval music to go along with their theme of Science Goes Medieval. And so again, you know, connecting something that we're already doing, already enjoying in the community, and bringing an element of music into it to show you that yes, it's around us, and it provides joy, and it provides just another way of looking at the world.
That's wonderful. Now, I know that you have an asset library as well for people to be able to dive into and to learn further. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely on our YouTube channel, you know, there's tons of recordings and videos of all the major orchestras that we've hosted, including New York Philharmonic, Dallas Symphony Orchestra, and Philadelphia Orchestra. So please, you know, if you've never experienced the festival, check it out at bravovail.org and see what, you know, what suits your fancy, what you like.
That's great. Now, bravovail.org to find out more information about all of the different events. Are there any highlights, anything that you personally are excited about?
For this month, for Music Education Month? I am definitely super excited for the adult event at Vail Public Library.
Okay.
I think that there are, like you mentioned, there are a lot of adults in this valley that have played an instrument and maybe forgot that they enjoy it, maybe don't know how to tune it up, how to fix it up so that they can play, maybe don't know that there are other adults here that want to socialize related to music. I think that that's going to be a fantastic way for people to get to know each other, to socialize. We'll even have some little bites there and drinks. So come on out and join us at the Vail Public Library.
It sounds like a blast. And, you know, I think it's a great way to highlight that you didn't peak in your younger years when you were playing an instrument. And
absolutely.
You can always get better. You can always gain more knowledge and learn more.
Definitely. We hold an annual parent and teacher recital.
Okay.
And one of the parents took up the courage to learn a piece after she hadn't learned anything for about 25 years. And it was because she wanted to show her children how much courage and strength it took to be able to get up there in front of an audience and do it. And so by going through that experience, she was able to show her children that if she can do it, then they can do it. So
I love
it was
that.
A beautiful, beautiful story.
That's great. Well, I may have to pick up a new instrument as well. Now, do you have resources to learn these instruments? I know we've got the event happening, but ways to connect teachers and students together, adult or otherwise?
Absolutely. We currently have a list of private teachers that live here in the Valley and are always looking for more students. We can connect you with them. There's certainly some online resources. If there's an instrument that you take up that maybe there's not a private teacher in town, we can connect you with an online resource that will allow you online lessons. Or we can show you, you know, teachers that live outside of our region. If you do a lot of traveling, if you want to go to Denver or Aspen, we can connect you with those resources as well.
That's great. Well, lots of exciting things happening. Where do we go to find more information, to find the schedule of events that are happening for Music Education Month?
Yes, bravovail.org is where you're going to find the entire schedule, and some events require you to make reservations. Others, you can just show up. So all the information is right there.
Awesome. Well, Eileen, great to have you here. Congratulations on the start of Music Education Month. I'm sure you are going to be very busy, but I just love what you bring at Bravo Vail to the Valley. So it's going to be a great month for you.
Thank you so much. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the entire staff at bravovail.org, because this month would not be possible without all of them.
I'd say it's definitely what makes our Valley unique is this festival and Bravo Vail itself. So thanks for being here. Excited for you this month, and get some rest as you move through the month.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now stay tuned. We've got a bit left on our show. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Good morning, Vail.
It has been quite a busy hour here on Good Morning Vail, but we've got to tell you all about the weather that's happening today and the next 5 days. Let's take a look. We've got a high of 74, sunshine all day, looking around that mid-40s in the morning, and then the winds are going to be coming in from the west by southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking at that hourly forecast, you can see 46 degrees, moving into 67, and then the high of 73 at 4 p.m., low of 60 tonight. So gorgeous night to be out and about looking at that I-70 corridor. 81 in Eagle, definitely summer temps, 77 in Avon, 74 in Vail, and then Denver still up to those 90 degrees. So it is toasty out there. A low of 42 tonight. Looking at the 5-day forecast, as you can see, we're looking mid 70s throughout the day and low 40s throughout the evening. Sunshine all day long, but I tell you what, it is the start of an incredible month here in October. You've got Music Education Month, partnerships with Bravo Vail. It was exciting to hear all about their events. And then we've got World Space Week happening next week. So lots of exciting conversations happened here.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know